Hello everyone and welcome to LowRentRick Scale Modelling and my review of this. This is the Gocheer airbrush kit. It's a dual action airbrush that comes with a compressor and a whole host of accessories, all for under £50. Now I don't need to tell you that scale modelling as a hobby, it can be really expensive, and I'm always on the lookout for ways to both save money but still get the effects we want and not to waste our precious pennies. So first of all, let's have a look at what we get in the box. So we're going to set the airbrush up now, and as you can see here, I'm quite fascinated with the shock mounts on the compressor. Something very handy when you're also filming, though it doesn't shake the camera around too much, but I thought that was really great. It's actually quite effective. You also get a nice little airbrush holder that comes with the kit, plugs straight into the top of the compressor and gives you somewhere to keep the airbrush. With the other one, I used to balance it in a cup and sometimes put it into my cup of tea. So power the thing up. Connect up your extremely long hose. I think it's about 1.5, maybe 2 meters. I haven't checked, but it's really long, which is it's also quite handy. This also comes with a filter, an inline filter, which goes directly to the bottom of the airbrush. Really useful ergonomically, so it's nice to hold on to. It gives you a bit of leverage, but also importantly, on hot days or humid days, or if you're in a dusty environment, it will filter out the intake air going into the compressor before it gets into the airbrush. So that's quite handy too. So now we're ready to give it its first run. So with an airbrush, what I've done first is I've filled it up with water and had a little bit of play and see how it's sprayed. And then I've dug out a model kit. I'm going to have a play with a bit of black, so I've used some Vallejo Model Air colour. I'm going to speed this up because it took me some time, because I was taking my time and seeing what the various different positions of the dual action would do. We're not painting fences here, we want a nice fine mist, so I've been playing with how detailed it can be for the panel lines and actually what the coverage is like, and I've got to say the coverage is absolutely excellent. So I had to play with some white on the black here so you could see it, just to show you that I can get some good panel lines really up close, and this is with the medium thickness needle. This is the 0.3mm. So for those of you that don't know, this is a dual action airbrush. The dual action refers to the trigger. So the trigger does two functions. First of all, press down to make the air flow through the airbrush, and pull back to slowly add paint into the stream. And I know a question that a lot of people have with airbrush compressors is how loud is it? So what I'm going to do is I'll just turn her on. That's the compressor on there. And I've got this loaded up with water at the moment. So first of all, the first action is to press down, and we can hear the air coming through. Then as I slide back, you can just see the stream of water coming out, and it can be quite thick or fade right the way down for that really fine work. So here I am with the airbrush actually working on a live model. As I may have said, this is only the second time I've ever painted a model with an airbrush, so I'm going to do this sort of reverse panel line effect with a light background and a dark foreground, and I've got to say this was extremely easy to use. You can see I've got plenty of control with how fine I do the squares, I do the lines. It's just a fantastic piece of kit. So there we go, a fantastic airbrush kit, the whole kit, everything you need, all in one. It's not too loud, it's a wonderful piece of kit. I've only done one model before this with an airbrush, that was my second attempt, which I'm really pleased with. For under £50, I don't think you can go wrong. I'll put a link in the description below to this and the upgraded version. If you're in the market for an inexpensive but really effective airbrush, this would be the one I'd choose. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're feeling like it, give us a like, give us a comment, or possibly give us a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next model build. Bye bye now.